The following segment is sponsored by Cycle Gear and Airbag Save. As the weather warms up, motorcycles become increasingly popular modes of transportation. Here to talk about Airbag Safe, a national safety campaign aimed at raising awareness about innovative solutions in motorcycle safety and share tips for safer riding experience, is Stevan Popovich, president at Cycle Gear. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having us today.
Of course. Okay, Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month is upon us. What advice would you give to viewers, both riders and their loved ones, to promote safer riding practices?
Yeah, at Cycle Gear, there are three things that we talk about. Being present, making sure when you get on a motorcycle that you're ready to ride. Two, following the rules of the road. I think everyone out there can be a little distracted from time to time, but I think following the rules of the road really promotes rider safety and just driver safety across the board. And then three, of course, being protected. We like riders to be covered from head to toe and taking advantage of the technology that's available to the riding community today.
All right, Kay. Cycle Gear is launching a new national safety campaign called Airbag Safe. Can you tell us more about this?
Sure. So Airbag Save is a multi-year campaign really around public awareness of airbag technology. This has been in our space for the past 20 years. Over the past 10 years, it's really developed and come into its own. It's been used at the highest level of racing for the past decade and is mandated by the majority of racing bodies that are out there to keep riders safe. Where once riders would, have trouble walking away from a crash at 150, 200 miles an hour, are now relatively unfazed. They can reduce impacts up to 93%, and really around public awareness, not just for the rider, but for the family members in the non-riding community as well.
That's amazing. I didn't even know motorcycle airbags were a thing, so this is fascinating to me. How does a motorcycle airbag work, and what kinds of motorcycle airbags are out there?
Sure. I mean, one is right to my left. So one thing is important to know, it's something that you wear. It's not something that's attached to the motorcycle. It's deploys and covers the entire torso to protect the rider, reducing impact. There are two things I think that are important. One, there's a tether technology. So one that actually deploys similar to a ripcord if the motorcycle rider were to fall off the bike. The second would be an algorithm technology, a computer technology powered by an algorithm that's constantly monitoring the rider. So 1,000 times a second, deploys in 23 milliseconds, faster than you can blink an eye, and is using kind of predictive technology to know, in the event of a crash, to deploy. So the rider would not even know it goes off. And again, reducing the impact by such a substantial percentage.
This technology is just so amazing to me. And recent research showed that relatives and friends of motorcycle riders often experience fear and worry for their safety. Can you share some of these findings?
Yeah, it's not too surprising. Through our surveys, 85% of loved ones, families, and friends are concerned of their friends, family, and loved one out on a motorcycle. But at the same time, and on the flip side, 95% of them, when they find out this technology is available, want their loved ones, family, and friends to adopt it. I think part of this airbag technology and the Airbag Safe campaign, again, is not just raising awareness for the riding community, but also for the community of rider loved one, family, and friends to make them aware this technology exists today.
Perfect. All right, Stevan, thank you so much for being on the show today. We've appreciated talking to you.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
You too.